you know what time it is. It's lion time. Within the brand new Arks of Omen Abaddon book, right at the start, before we actually get into the juicy bits of the lore, there is a prophecy. And this prophecy to me speaks about the lion's return. Well, that's what I took it as anyway. At this point, I'm not sure if I'm going insane. There's like a bit of a fine line which is all blurred to me. It's gone blur, but I want to share it with you. And then you can help me decide to see if this is the lion's prophecy. That's what I'm calling it, the lion's prophecy. The lion is returning, and surely this is the ultimate text that proves it. So let's jump in and let's get waffling. So as I mentioned, it's right at the start, this prophecy. Now, the prophecy is a big one. I'm not going to read it all out. I'll put the image in the background so you can read it. I'm just going to read the bit for me which stands out. So this is taken from kind of a psychic's perspective. It's nothing to do with chaos. It's someone who's seeing these visions, seeing this stuff in their dreams, and they're telling us what they're seeing. So over in the background right now, you should see the image. I'm just going to read from the bit where I think it's best to read from. So it says, "Terror grits me as I dig. There's another pattern sitting below the forest, a fortress vast and mighty, but gouged by the beast raging around its walls. Again, the cinders dance before my eyes, racing across the ashen bastion like cracks. Just before the image shatters, those glowing lines of cinders form a shape of a crimson giant. Above me, stars die and die and die. I dig. I see an ashen forest grow and wither and grow again. I see an ancient knight kneel upon his field of victory and weep cinder tears. I see a circle within a circle within a circle, inward and inward, until at its heart, nothing." Now, that prophecy to me speaks of a lot of stuff which potentially could happen. The lion, the rock, the dark angels, Angron, beasts of chaos, stuff like that. So let's try and break it down right now in the video. I'm going to read it back to you bit by bit. So the first big hint for me, a fortress vast and mighty, but gouged by beasts raging about its walls. Now, this could either be a look back towards Caliban, when Caliban fell, and, you know, chaos was there, and, you know, the fortress monastery of the Dark Angels, I think it's talking about, is being ravaged, it's being attacked and stuff like that. But also, it can actually be towards the actual rock itself, where it is now in 40k, because we know the rock is about to be sieged by the forces of chaos. It goes on to say, again, the cinders dance before my eyes, raising across the ashen bastion like cracks. Again, that's showing off like some type of battle. Now, the next big thing, I think this is a hint that maybe Angron is maybe going to be the one that leads the assault on the rock, because it says, just before the image shatters, those glowing lines of cinders form a shape of a crimson giant. Now, I don't think Magnus is going to be involved in here, because we know that Angron is going to be getting his own book during this Arks of Omen. So I'm wondering if they're going to be setting up where it's Vashtor and Angron who are going to be besieging the rock. We know Vashtor's definitely there, but we also know, since they've put out new lore about the World Eaters, that Angron is working with Abaddon. That's in the new lore. Go and check that out in my World Eater video if you want to hear more about that. I only did a video about it a couple of days ago. So it seems, maybe the hint is there that Angron is going to invade the rock. Now, if that does happen and Lionel Johnson does wake up there, we potentially could have a showdown of Angron versus the lion. I don't want to get anyone hyped at the moment, but potentially that could happen. Now, this next stage is really where it gets interesting for me. So it goes on to say, above me, the stars die and die and die, and I dig. Now, digging down into the rock, maybe. You know, what's at the heart of the rock? The lion. I see an ashen forest grow. Now, I'm thinking the forest is linked to the forest of Caliban's and wither. Maybe that's when it was like ripped apart, and grow again. Maybe the grow again is some kind of symbol of the Dark Angels growing in strength again, the sons of Caliban growing in strength as the lion is coming back. Because then it goes to say, I see an ancient knight kneel upon his field of victory and weep cinder tears. Now, this could be linked to two separate things again. It could be a vision of the past with Caliban falling, the lion has beat Luther, but his planet is destroyed and he's weeping these tears, the cinder tears, right? Or it could be that the lion wakes up, he is victorious and he weeps to see what has become of his sons and the Imperium. That is, you know, that's the way I'm taking it as well. Then it goes on to say, I see a circle within a circle within a circle, inward and inward until at its heart, nothing. Now, the nothing thing I think is a big hint, but the circle things are another big hint because the Dark Angels are all about, you know, the inner circle, circles, you know, circles within circles within circles, secrets within secrets within secrets with the Dark Angels. I think that's a big hint towards that as well. Now, I am going to say something here which may get a lot of people wondering if I am insane, but I'm thinking, right, inward and inward until at its heart nothing. What if they siege the fortress of the rock, the Chaos Forces, they actually manage to battle their way to the chamber where the lion is, and the lion is not actually there? What a surprise would that be? You know, Abaddon sees that for his plans to work with the Arks of Omen, he needs to destroy all threats. If the lion comes back, maybe it's a type of a prophecy or something. If the lion returns, then that could hinder his plans. So he wants to kill the lion. He's found out where the lion is. He sends his forces there to do this. But when they arrive there, there's actually nothing in the heart of the rock. What if the lion has secretly already returned? What if the Watchers have already woken up and he's already started his battle with Chaos? That would be one of the biggest spinners that we've ever had. Well, I say we ever had. Well, one of the big spinner things that would spin a lot of people's heads. Wait, the lion was not in the rock? What's he been doing then? Then we have all big stories about that. Anyway, that is enough waffling from me. I would love to get your thoughts and feedback on this, as I always ask, as I always do. Am I going insane? Is it time for Insane Rat to hang up his foil and walk away from this? Or do you think I'm right? The circles within a circle, an ancient knight on the field of victory and stuff. Is this the hint towards the lion now? Is this the hint towards the rock being besieged? Like I said, we know the rock is going to be besieged. So I think this is the type of breadcrumbs of evidence that they're slowly leaving us here. But it seems like I'm the only one who is following the crumbs. Please follow me down this path and help me pick up the crumbs, because at the end of it, we're going to see the lion. Games Workshop, you can't fool us anymore. I've cracked your code. Just release the lion. Let us see him. Show us the money, baby. Show us the lion. Everyone have a great day. See you now, and bye-bye.